Hello and good day to yous. Welcome back to Mass Effect. Well, I had a nice weekend. Got to go on my camping trip. And now I am mentally recharged. Physically, I am still exhausted. Alright, what's going on in here? Right, okay, so I did look around at the other quests that are available in the station before I leave, and I determined that the only one that was left was shells. So I just went and accepted it. And now I'll hand the device over to the proper authority.
Hello again. Can I help you?
I've got something you might be interested in.
Let me see that. You got that from Shells, didn't you? I saw him using it earlier. Tossed him out on his ass for it, too. Thanks for bringing this to me.
I'm not doing this out of good mind my heart, though.
I think that tool should be worth something to you.
Hey there, homie. How's it go?
Take a few tries.
Good trip. Let's see. Saturday did our regular D&D thing. Handful of encounters. We're in the later stages of Pathfinder, so combats tend to be pretty long, mostly because there's so many things happening at once. You cast a single God, what's that spell called? Tempest Shade? I'm gonna go pull it up real quick. Yeah, Tempest of Shades, and it forces everybody to make a fortitude save or be drained up to 3, so there's 3 stacks of debuff, and then the following round it makes everybody frightened up to 3. And on top of that I'm doing other stuff, and like there are 4 other people. Yeah, 4 other people who are similarly doing stuff, so, you know, a single combat round can take like a half hour. And then Sunday through Tuesday went out to the Red Lodge campground for just some time with the homes. Set up the tent, did some swimming, sat around the fire for a good long period of time, played some games. It was a fun time. And the location was great. Weather, honestly, was fine. Could have just dealt with a little more shade. Would have been nice. It might be a little hard to tell, but I got a pretty nice burn going on. Ah, right. Let's head back over. Oh, and that's just asking questions about the bar. Okay.
I should be going.
Enjoy your time.
Thanks for the money. Any tornadoes? No. No, we don't get tornadoes in Alberta, do we? Or at least, like, not commonly. I certainly haven't had to deal with any in my lifetime. We had, the first night we were there was, like, it felt like a typhoon, the amount of rain that was coming down. Oh, yeah, and I guess you probably want to talk to me.
So, did you record 5 wins with the device yet?
Gave it away.
Actually, I gave your device to Doran.
But that was years of work. What am I gonna do now?
Maybe you should put your talents to better use.
You're no help at all. This is absolutely the worst day of my life.
Oh, wow, really? Okay, so I guess at this point... Oh, I guess I should check on these. Go to the Horse Nebula and search for signs of Gareth's brother. Wait around to see more of Conrad. Hawking Eta Cluster for Strange Biotic Commune. Hydra System Argos Rho Cluster and investigate. And then the main mission, of course, expose Saren. Ambassador will provide you with a ship and crew. Meet him at the Alliance docking bay, accessible through the central elevator in CSEC. Guess we won't be spending any more time on the... I already forgot the name of the ship. When Quarians, the migrant fleet, reach young adulthood, they must leave their birth ship and find a new crew to accept them as permanent residents. To prove themselves, they must recover something of value. This is offered to their prospective captain as proof that they will not be a mere burden on the shoestring resources of the ship. The process is called the pilgrimage. Stripped of ritual, the pilgrimage is merely an attempt to maintain genetic diversity within the small, relatively isolated population bases that make up the migrant fleet. If the young stayed and married within their birth vessel, the risk of inbreeding would increase sharply. Quarians are surgically fitted with their various immunity-boosting implants in preparation for leaving on pilgrimage. Having grown up within the sterile, controlled environments of the migrant fleet ships, Quarians have virtually no natural immune system. So, yeah, this large thing about not being a burden and proving your resourcefulness is merely a cover for genetic diversity. Interesting that they chose not to divulge that. How's that work, though? If their immune system is so flawed and susceptible, how are they meant to breed outside of the colony in a safe and... I guess you just have to, like, fully sterilize the person you're with. But that'd be nuts. Like, you can't sterilize everything, right? There's gonna be some risk involved.
Pharos is a habitable world in the Attican Beta Cluster. 2/3 of the habitable surface is covered with the ruins of a crumbling Prothean megatropolis. In the millennia since the Prothean extinction, the ruins have been repeatedly picked over by looters many times. Pharos was considered a poor prospect for colonization, as little open ground remains for agriculture. The only sizable freshwater sources are the poles, which are tapped by the decaying Prothean aqueduct systems. The dead cities, while in good condition considering their antiquity, are of uncertain stability. Ground level is congested by a dozen meters of fallen debris, and the air is fouled by dust. In 2178, the Human Exogeny Corporation announced its intention to place a permanent colony on Pharos to thoroughly explore the ruins. The pioneer settlement was placed on the upper levels of several intact skyscrapers, using the surviving Prothean aqueducts and rooftop hydroponic gardens to support the population. Noveria is a cool, rocky world with most of its hydrosphere locked up in massive glaciers. A privately chartered colony world, the planet is owned by the Noveria Development Corporation Holding Company. The NDC is funded by investment capital from 24 high-technology development firms and administrated by an executive board representing their interests. The investors built remote hot labs in isolated locations across Noveria's surface. These facilities are used for research too dangerous or controversial to be performed elsewhere, as Noveria is technically not part of Citadel space and therefore exempt from Council law. By special arrangement, Citadel's special tactics and reconnaissance agents have been granted extraterritorial privileges, but it remains to be seen how committed the executive board is to that principle. Given its unique situation, It is understandable that Noveria is often implicated in all manner of wild conspiracy theories.
Their Area 51, I suppose.
The term Pharos is... Biotic. An artificial intelligence is a self-aware computing system capable of learning and independent decision-making. Creation of a conscious AI requires adaptive code, a slow, expensive education, and a specialized quantum computer called a blue box. An AI cannot be transmitted across a communication channel or computer network. Without its blue box, an AI is no more than data files. Loading these files into a new blue box will create a new personality, as variations in the quantum hardware and runtime results create unpredictable variations. The Geths serve as a cautionary tale against the dangers of rogue AI, and in Citadel space, they are technically illegal. Advocacy groups argue, however, that an AI is a living, conscious entity, deserving the same rights as organics. They argue that continued use of the term artificial is institutionalized racism on the part of organic life. The term synthetic is considered the politically correct alternative.
Oh, man. This topic is becoming more and more relevant by the day.
Omni-tools. Combat hard suits use a dual-layer system to protect the wearer.
I think I've seen
Combat
this.
hard suits use a dual-layer system to protect the wearer.
Yes.
All modern infantry weapons, from pistols to assault rifles, use micro-scaled mass accelerator technology. Projectiles consist of tiny metal slugs suspended within a mass-reducing field, accelerated by magnetic force to speeds that inflict kinetic damage. The ammo magazine is a simple block of metal. The gun's internal computer calculates the mass needed to reach the target based on distance, gravity, and atmospheric pressure, then shears off an appropriate-sized slug from the block. A single block can supply thousands of rounds, making ammo a non-issue during any engagement. Top-line weapons also feature smart targeting that allows them to correct for weather and environment. Firing on a target in a howling gale feels the same as it does on a calm day at the practice range. Smart targeting does not mean a bullet will automatically find the mark every time the trigger is pulled. It only makes it easier for the marksman to aim.
Interesting. Okay. So I guess I need to go talk to, Oh, it was somebody in... here. Did I get that wrong? Oh, I need to go to the docking bay, right. Okay.
Garrus, if you do not mind me asking, how do you feel about hunting a Turian?
Saren is either a traitor or a madman. Taking him down will restore the good name of Turians everywhere.
Things are different among my people. There are so few of us. We are expected to be loyal, even when it is difficult.
And there he is.
I've got big news for you, Shepard. Captain Anderson is stepping down as commanding officer of the
Normandy.
The ship is yours now.
Oh, that's the
Equipped
ship we're
and quiet,
requisitioning.
And you know the crew. Perfect ship for a Spectre. Treat her well, Commander.
This isn't right. The Normandy belongs to you.
You needed your own ship. A Spectre can't answer to anyone but the Council. And it's time for me to step down.
Come clean with me, Captain. You owe me that much.
I was in your shoes 20 years ago, Shepard. They were considering me for the Spectres.
At your age?
Why didn't you ever mention this?
What was I supposed to say? I could have been a Spectre, but I blew it? I failed, Commander. It's not something I'm proud of. Ask me later and I'll tell you the whole story. For now, all you need to know is, I was sent on a mission with Saren, and he made sure the Council rejected me. I had my shot. It came and went. Now you have a chance to make up for my mistakes.
What kind of leads do we have?
Saren's gone. Don't even try to find him. But we know what he's after. The conduit. He's got his Geth scouring the Traverse looking for clues.
We had reports of Geth in the Pharos system shortly before our colony there dropped out of contact, and there have been sightings around Noveria.
Find out what Saren was after on Pharos and Noveria. Maybe you can figure out where the conduit is before he does.
The Reapers are the real threat.
I'm with the Council on this one, Shepard. I'm not sure they even exist.
But if they do exist, the conduit's the key to bringing them back. Stop Saren from getting the conduit,
doing something with that conduit. If it's not the Reapers, then it's something equally as threatening. Whatever. Assume Reapers.
I'll stop him.
We have one more lead. Matriarch Benezia, the other voice in that recording. She has a daughter, a scientist who specializes in the Protheans. We don't know if she's involved, but it might be a good idea to try and find her. See what she knows. Her name's Liara, Dr. Liara Tassoni. We have reports she was exploring an archaeological dig on one of the uncharted worlds in the Artemis Tau cluster.
Looks like I got a choice in places I can go. Honestly, I just read about Pharos and I've already forgotten what was going on there. Noveria was the Area 51 experimental science planet. Or I could go meet with the daughter of the Empress. I don't know what's on Pharos.
The colonists on Pharos might still be alive.
It's your decision, Commander. You're a Spectre now. You don't answer to us.
But your actions still reflect on humanity as a whole. You make a mess and I get stuck cleaning it up.
I'll try not to make things any harder on you, Ambassador.
Glad to hear it, Commander. Remember, you were a human long before you were a Spectre. I have a meeting to get to. Captain Anderson can answer any questions you might have.
Isn't my job as a Spectre to remain impartial, though? Like, no allegiances?
Yes, Commander?
I want to know the truth about you and Saren. I want to know about the mission you were on together all those years ago.
We had intel on a rogue scientist being funded by Batarian interests. He was trying to set up a facility to develop illegal AI technology out in the Verge. Alliance intel had done all the work, but the Council wanted a Spectre involved. We compromised. I was assigned to help Saren in his investigation. We tracked the scientist to a refining facility on Kamala. He was hidden away somewhere inside, protected by an army of Batarian mercenaries. The plan was simple. Sneak into the plant, capture the scientist, sneak back out. Quick, quiet, and a minimum of bloodshed.
I'm guessing things didn't go as planned.
Saren
They
and
never
I
do.
split up to cover more ground. Then about halfway through the mission, there was a massive explosion in the refinery core. Officially, it was ruled an accident, but I think Saren detonated it on purpose to draw off the enemy guards.
Sounds like overkill to me.
The explosion tore the refinery to shreds. The whole place was on fire. Black chemical clouds poured out into the atmosphere. Nobody inside survived. There was a camp for the workers and their families nearby. Between the fires and the toxic fumes, the final death count was over 500. Mostly civilians. Saren didn't care. The target was eliminated, mission accomplished, and I ended up taking the blame. That ended all talk of me joining the Spectres.
Saren caused the explosion. How'd he pin it on you?
In his report, Saren accused me of blowing his cover. He said it was my fault the guards were ready for us. He claimed that's why it turned into a massacre. Saren's report was all the proof the Council needed to kill my chances of becoming a Spectre.
Why'd you let him get away with it?
Who do you think the Council was going to listen to? Me? Or their best agent? I had a bad feeling about him right from the start. I should have been more careful. Maybe I could have stopped things before they got out of hand.
Don't blame yourself, Captain.
I don't. I blame Saren. I think he wanted things to go bad. He was looking for an excuse to blow that refinery. Maybe he just likes the violence. Maybe he was just trying to make me look bad to keep humans out of the Spectres.
He does want to kill all humans.
The only thing I care about is stopping Saren.
You're right, Commander. It's no good living in the past.
Any extra intel you can give me on our colony at Pharos?
The entire planet used to be one giant Prothean city. Mostly ruins now. But some of the infrastructure is still intact. The colony tried to build on what the Protheans left behind. We lost all contact with them when the Geth attacked.
What do you know about the Artemis Tau cluster?
Not much. I've never been there myself. A handful of systems with a few small, uncharted worlds, but no real colonies. Might not be easy finding Dr. Tassoni out there. My advice is to look for the world with the Prothean ruins.
What can you tell me about Novaria?
Novaria's trouble. Always has been. The whole planet's basically a center for corporations to conduct illegal research. Watch your back there, Shepard. Spectres are about the only form of Citadel authority Novaria respects. But they aren't popular.
How are you holding up?
Honestly, this isn't how I pictured my career coming to an end. Pushing papers really isn't my thing. But you're the one who can stop Saren. I believe in you, Shepard. If that means I have to step aside, so be it.
Tell me what happened with you and Saren 20 years ago.
It's close
Shoot.
to... The Council sent Saren to keep an eye on
The only thing I care
You're
about
right,
is
Commander. It's no good living.
I should go.
I'll be here if you need anything.
Pushing papers. Back aboard the
Stand by, shore party. Decontamination in progress.
Oh, if there's decontam every time we go into the ship, then Tali should be able to take her suit off, right?
Just watch your back, Commander. Things go bad on this mission, you're next on their chopping block.
Saren's out there somewhere, and we're gonna find him.
Everyone on this ship's behind you, Commander. 100%. Intercom's open. If you got anything you want to say to the crew, now's the time.
Crew, this is Commander Shepard. We have our orders. Find Saren before he finds the conduit. Humanity needs to do this. Not just for our own sake, but for the sake of every other species in Citadel space. Saren must be stopped. And I promise you all, we will stop him.
Well said, Commander. Captain will be proud.
The captain gave up everything so I could have this chance. We can't fail.
Honor,
Yes,
virtue. Little bit of selfishness, where it counts. Ooh, a window.
If anyone has to take over for Captain Anderson, I'm glad it's you. I'm not sure about having non-humans on our ship, though.
We're all on the same team here, Presley.
With all due respect, sir, that's what they said about Nihilus. Look how that turned out.
I'm in charge here, Presley. I decide if we have non-humans on this vessel.
Yes, sir. Understood, sir.
Speak freely, Presley. I want to know if you have a problem with non-humans.
It's not that, Commander. Humanity has always handled its own problems. Saren attacked one of our colonies. We should be the ones to stop him. We don't need their help.
This is bigger than just us.
This is bigger than humanity. Saren's a threat to every species in the galaxy, and I'll welcome anyone who wants to help me bring him down.
I guess so. Maybe I'm just stuck in the old ways of thinking. But don't worry, Commander. This won't be a problem.
You're just old.
How did you end up assigned to the Normandy?
I signed up with the Alliance as a navigator right out of school, following in my grandfather's footsteps, I guess. My first posting was on the Agincourt. We were at Elysium during the Skillian Blitz. A massive fleet of alien raiders hit the colony, trying to wipe it out. They had the numbers, but their ships were no match for an Alliance frigate. It was a slaughter. We couldn't even keep track of how many ships they lost.
How'd you end up on the Normandy?
I got my officer's commission after Elysium. Must have made an impression on the right people. Captain asked for me when he was picking his crew.
Carry on, Presley.
Yes, sir.
I can take a look at the map. Supposedly constructed by the long-extinct Protheans, this colossal deep space station serves as the capital of the Citadel Council. Gravity is simulated through rotation and is a comfortable 1.02 standard Gs on the Wars and a light 0.3 standard Gs on the Presidium Ring. And that's all I can make out for now.
Anything you need, Commander?
What's your opinion on the last mission?
I don't see how we could have done things any better. At least not without getting to Eden Prime sooner. And we were on the scene faster than any other Alliance ship could have been.
Just trying to get a sense of where the crew's at. Thoughts?
I've wasted enough of your time for now, Commander. We'll have time for personal debriefings later.
We'll talk another time, Lieutenant.
So I can use him to review my previous missions, I guess. Do we only have 8 sleeping spaces for the crew? I guess we have to do so in shifts. Muffle up on Medigel.
Yes, Commander? Is there something you need?
How well do you know the Lieutenant?
I'd never worked with him before this mission, but he has an impressive service record, over a dozen special commendations. Tends to keep to himself, though. Maybe because of the headaches. It's not easy being an L2.
What does that have to do with it?
Well, most biotics now use the L3 implants.
Oh, no, I
His own
asked you about this
intellector was
already.
wired with the
I
old
should go.
belt. Goodbye, Commander.
Looks like she doesn't have anything new for me then. And nothing in here, because I think I started here? This is my room now. I can read.
Looking for supplies?
How often will you get new items?
Well, that depends on how many licenses you've purchased. But I'll rotate items on a regular basis regardless. And anytime we land someplace with a big enough port, I'll buy, sell, and trade whatever I can. Check back often. I need to move items quickly, so only the most basic items will be stocked consistently.
What are licenses? Why do you need them?
Manufacturers sell licenses. Each license allows... I already have several basic ones. Many of the best licenses are hard to get, but they're well worth the cost if you can find them.
What are the different manufacturers?
There are too many for me to keep track of, but each license will explain what it's good for.
Let's see what you've got.
You bet, Commander.
Alright. Probably not much here, since it's licenses for places I've already been able to purchase from. Amp lasts longer but has a lower bonus. I don't have my crew with me, so I can't compare this with either of them. Alright, looks fine for now. Hey Garrus, how's it go?
Thanks for bringing me on board, Commander. I knew working with the Spectre would be better than life at CSEC.
Have you worked with a Spectre before?
Well, no, but I know what they're like. Spectres make their own rules. You're free to handle things your way. At CSEC, you're buried by rules. The damn bureaucrats are always on your back.
Being a Spectre does have its advantages.
Exactly my point. If I'm trying to take down a suspect, it shouldn't matter how I do it, as long as I do it. But CSEC wants it done their way. Protocol and procedure come first. That's why I left.
So you just quit because you didn't like the way they do things?
There's more to it than that. It didn't start out bad, but as I rose in ranks, I got saddled with more and more red tape. CSEC's handling of Saren was typical. I just couldn't take it anymore. I hate leaving.
I hope you made the right choice. I'd hate for you to regret it later.
Well, that's sort of why I teamed up with you. It's a chance for me to get off the Citadel, see how things are done outside CSEC. Either way, I plan to make the most of this.
Broaden your resume.
Over my shoulder, well, maybe I can get the job done my way for a change.
As long as you do your job well, you're free to go about your business as you see fit.
Thank you, Commander. Commander, good to see you.
8. Big old land vehicle.
Commander?
What's your opinion on the last mission?
Kinda wish you'd got there sooner, Commander. No offense, I appreciate the rescue. I just wish...
You wish we'd been able to save the rest of your unit?
Yes, sir. If I had been more alert, we wouldn't have been cut down by an ambush.
We never trained to fight synthetics. The Geth haven't gone beyond the Veil in 3 centuries.
Our training's supposed to make us able to adapt. I'll make sure it doesn't happen again.
Do you have a few minutes to talk one-on-one?
I'm sorry, Commander. I need to get my duties squared away. I wouldn't mind talking more later, though.
Oh, is that a dialogue option to, like, get closer to her and form a romantic relationship? Okay, not pressing that anymore. I didn't come all the way to the other side of the galaxy to get it on with another Hume. More damage. Oh wait, no, I don't want her using that anyway. She's good with pistols, I think. Nothing in terms of that. Omni tool's the same. Don't have any better armor for her. Right, she doesn't do much damage, but she'll bypass shields pretty well. And she's better with... Oh yeah, it's harder to move her. Okay. Hold on a sec. Auto mods. I was just thinking today, I'm not sure if I've ever seen them do anything. Mostly because there hasn't been anybody posting here recently, but just triggered that time. Alright, assault rifle's fine. That sniper rifle is just worse. Oh, I've got another phasic round. Alright, so he's got lower damage but better shield penetration on this. And the sniper should just do more damage to synthetics. I don't know what I want out of this. Maybe that one? And give her the chameleon tool? Guide and Ashley, I don't think I care about. Yeah, if I have to outfit you guys, I will. But I'm just going to ignore you for now. Shotgun, yours is better. You've got extra damage versus organics. What was your other weapon? Just a pistol? Oh, right, and he's got better melee damage, too. And I guess Tally is just a little bit further into the ship. But before we do that, I'm going to take a quick break, so this is a good opportunity for everyone to get up, grab a drink, grab a snack, stretch, you know the deal. We will be right back. And we are back. Alright. Tally, where are you? Oh, wait, no. Further down this way? Yeah, because I came in on the elevator. Yeah, there she is. And homie's made it back too.
Your ship's amazing, Shepard. I've never seen a drive core like this before. I can't believe you were able to fit it into a ship this small. I'm starting to understand why you humans have been so successful. I had no idea Alliance vessels were so advanced.
The Normandy's a prototype. Cutting-edge technology.
A month ago, I was patching a makeshift fuel line into a converted tug ship in the flotilla. Now, I'm sitting on board one of the most advanced vessels in Citadel space. I have to thank you again for bringing me along. Traveling on a vessel like this is a dream come true for me.
I had no idea you found ship technology so interesting.
It comes with being a Quarian. The migrant fleet is the key to the survival of my people. Ships are our most valuable resource. But we don't have anything like this. We make do with cast-offs and second-hand equipment. We just try to keep them running for as long as we can. Some of the fleet's larger vessels date all the way back to our original flight from the Geth.
I can't believe your fleet's still using ships that are 3 centuries old.
They're constantly being repaired, modified, and refitted. They aren't pretty, but they work. Mostly. We've tried to make ourselves as independent as possible on the flotilla, grow our own food, mine, and process our own fuel. But some things we just can't make on our own. A patch to maintain the hull integrity requires raw materials we just don't have. That's why our pilgrimages are so important.
Tell me about your people.
Our lives aren't easy. Resources are scarce, and we are constantly on the move. Everything we do must in some way contribute to the continuation of the migrant fleet. There are 17 million Quarians in the flotilla, and each of us relies on the others for survival. The bonds among my people are strong. Unfortunately, we have had to surrender many of the freedoms and civil liberties other species take for granted.
What kind of freedoms?
Well, it's illegal for parents to have more than one child. If our population grows too much, it would strain our resources to their breaking point. Of course, we also can't allow our numbers to become too few. If our population is in decline, the rule against single births is temporarily repealed.
Have your population, if not more, because of the whole can't come back unless you're useful to the colony deal.
The Conclave hasn't had to take such measures in nearly a century.
That's your government.
The Conclave is our civilian branch of government. Each ship can elect a representative to serve on the Conclave and make decisions that affect the fleet as a whole. On matters that affect an individual ship, however, the captain has the final say. It's a tradition that dates back to the early days, when the fleet was governed by martial law. Fortunately, most captains nowadays are smart enough to have an elected council from their crew to give them advice and guidance.
So the ultimate power rests with elected officials.
In practice, the Conclave and the respective council for each ship tend to set the rules that govern our daily lives. But in theory, we are still under military jurisdiction. The 5 top-ranking military officials in the fleet serve on the Admiralty Board. These 5 have the power to overrule any decision by the Conclave in case of emergency. To do so requires unanimous agreement among the Admiralty, and they can only do this once. After that, the entire board must resign their posts.
So if 5 people get to veto a single decision and then have to retire?
The Conclave 4 times.
Jeez. I wonder what was so important that it happened 4 times.
I want to know more about the Geth.
I doubt I can tell you anything you don't already know. It's been almost 3 centuries since they drove my people into exile. All I know is the story of their origins. What they were when we created them, and how they turned on us.
Interesting.
The Geth were originally created to serve as an automated manual labor force. Initially, their intelligence was as limited as any VI. Over time, we made small modifications to their programming to allow them to perform more varied and complex tasks, bringing them closer and closer to true AI status.
How come the Council didn't step in and stop you?
This wasn't true AI research.
AI is legal,
We may
eh?
have been skirting the bounds of the law, but we never did anything that was actually illegal. The changes were so insignificant, so gradual, that we were able to control them. Or so we thought. But one thing we underestimated was the power of the neural network. A million Geth thinking simultaneously created an inherently unstable matrix.
So, the Geth share brain power?
Many of the Geth's logic systems were designed to work in concert with other nearby Geth. Basically, the more of them you have in a group, the smarter they are.
Damn mosquitoes. So itchy.
So there's some sort of group consciousness?
No, nothing like that. They cannot share sensory data or information. Their programming cannot handle that much simultaneous input. Each Geth maintains an individual awareness and identity. The neural network only operates on a process-based level. It's basically the synthetic equivalent of a subconscious. But when they're in close proximity, they can coordinate low-level functional processes, freeing up more capacity for original or independent thought.
What made them rebel?
As we built more and more Geth, their effective intelligence became more sophisticated, more abstract. One day, a Geth began to ask its Quarian overseer questions about the nature of its existence. Am I alive? Why am I here? What is my purpose? As you can imagine, this caused a near panic among my people.
What did you do?
It was inevitable the newly sentient Geth would rebel against their situation. We knew they would rise up against us, so we acted first. A general order went out across all Quarian-controlled systems to permanently deactivate all Geth.
If we can't control it, we must destroy it.
You didn't really think they'd just let you destroy them without a fight, did you?
The hope was that most of the Geth would still be little more than machines, incapable of organized resistance. But they had progressed much further than anyone anticipated. The war was long and bloody. Millions upon millions of Quarians died at their hands. In the end, we were forced to flee our own homeworld. We feared the Geth would pursue us, but they never came beyond the veil. Now we drift through space, exile, searching for a way to reclaim what was once ours.
It's hard to feel sorry for you. Your ancestors tried to wipe out another species.
We made a mistake when we created the Geth in the first place. But we did not make a mistake when we went to war against them.
Why?
If we had not acted, they would have wiped us out. They're a synthetic life form. They have no use for organics. None. Why do you think they cut themselves off from the rest of the galaxy? Why do you think they've killed every organic being who's ever tried to contact them?
They didn't kill Saren.
What does that tell you? The Geth are not innocent victims in all this. They're the enemy. They want to destroy us. Not just the Quarians. All organic life. That's why they've joined up with Saren. And that's why we have to stop him.
I want to know more about the pilgrimage.
To change the subject.
Maturity, we leave our birth ships and seek acceptance with a new crew. It's necessary to maintain genetic diversity among the fleet. But no ship wants to accept someone who will be a burden on them. So, to prove our worth, we embark on a pilgrimage. We set out alone.
Oh, okay, so this is the idea of genetic diversity to move to a different ship?
Once we have found something of value, we can bring back to the fleet. This is presented as a gift to the captain of the respective ship we wish to join. If the gift is accepted, we are welcomed into the crew.
Can a captain choose to reject the gift?
That doesn't happen often. Most captains are eager to increase the size of their crew. It increases their own standing in our society. Even when a gift is not particularly valuable, the captain usually accepts it out of a sense of tradition. However, there is a stigma to presenting a substandard gift. It's not the best way to make a good impression on a new community. Most pilgrims don't return until they find something worthwhile.
I can't believe they just send you off alone.
It's not like they just cast us out. Before we leave, we are given lessons in how to survive outside the flotilla, and given gifts to help us on our journey. We also receive implants to fight off sickness and disease. Generations of living in an isolated and highly controlled environment have left our immune systems weaker than most. By the time we leave the fleet, we are well equipped for the pilgrimage. This is a rite of passage for all Quarians. If it were dangerous, our numbers would suffer. Virtually every pilgrimage ends with a triumphant return and the ritual presentation of the gift to one of the fleet's captains.
I want to talk about something else.
Like what?
I should go.
I want to talk about how I'm leaving this conversation. Zoop, zoop.
Hey, Commander, you know that Quarian, Tally? She's been spending all her time down here asking me about our engines.
I'll tell her to leave you alone.
What? No, she's amazing. I wish my guys were half as smart as she is. Give her a month on board and she'll know more about our engines than I do. She's got a real knack for technology, that one. I can see why you wanted her to come along.
I figured she'd be a real asset to the team.
You got an eye for talent, Commander, but I'm guessing that's not why you came down here.
Fill me in on the IES stealth systems. How does it work exactly?
You can't hide a ship out in space. They emit too much heat and radiation. Too easy for sensors to pick them up, unless you find a way to capture those emissions. So our stealth systems trap the energy we give off in storage sinks built into the ship itself. No emissions to give away our location. Eventually the sinks have to be vented. More than a few hours silent running and they overheat. Cook us inside our own hull.
There's no way for anyone to detect us?
A visual scan can still pick us up. Anyone looking out a window can see us plain as day. But you have to be pretty close to get an actual visual out in space. Most vessels rely on scanners. As long as the stealth systems are engaged, they can't see us. Not unless we accelerate to FTL speeds.
Why doesn't it work with faster than light travel?
Cranking up to FTL, blue shifts our emissions, pushes them into frequencies too high to capture in the sinks. As soon as we make the jump, it's like setting off a flare. Sensors can pick up our location whenever we enter or exit FTL flight, but for short-range missions, our stealth systems are amazing, and we've got the only one.
I want to know more about the Normandy.
She's the best ship I've ever served on, probably the fastest vessel ever designed. And she's the only one using the new Tantalus drive core.
What's so special about the Tantalus drive core?
Proportionally, it's about twice the size of any other vessel. Not only are we faster, we can run at FTL speeds longer before we have to discharge the core.
Where else have you served, Adams?
If you name a class of Alliance ship, I've probably served on it. Everything from dreadnoughts and carriers right down to frigates like the Normandy. My last assignment was on the Tokyo, only a cruiser, but she was a good ship. Couldn't hold a candle to the Normandy, though.
Carry on, Adams.
Aye, aye, Commander.
Got a nice experienced crew here. I don't think I've talked to Rex yet. Where is he at? Tully was back there. Garrus is... Oh, no, he's right here. Wow, I just missed him entirely.
Nice ship you got, Shepard. What can I do for you?
What's your story, Rex?
There's no story.
Everyone's got a story.
Go ask the Quarian if you want stories.
You Krogan lived for centuries. Don't tell me you haven't had a few interesting adventures.
Well, there was this one time the Turians almost wiped out our entire race. That was fun.
They tried the same with us, but we fought them off.
It's not the same.
It seems pretty much the same to me.
So your people were infected with a genetic mutation? An infection that makes only a few in 1,000 children survive birth? And I suppose it's destroying your entire species?
I suppose it isn't all the same.
I don't expect you to understand, but don't compare humanity's fate with the Krogan.
Sorry, Rex. I wasn't trying to get you upset.
Your ignorance doesn't upset me, Shepard. As for the Krogan, I gave up on them long ago. The genophage infected us, but it's not what's killing us.
What can you tell me about the genophage?
Ask the Solarians if you want details. They made it. All I know, it makes breeding nearly impossible. Thousands die in stillbirth, and most never get that far. Every Krogan is infected, every one. And no one's rushing to find a cure.
Why don't the Krogan try to find a cure?
When was the last time you saw a Krogan scientist? You ask a Krogan, would he rather find a cure for the genophage or fight for credits? He'll choose fighting every time. It's just who we are, Shepard. I can't change that. Nobody can.
Are your people really dying?
We're sure not getting any stronger. We're too spread out. None of us are interested in staying in our own system.
Lots of species have left their homes and prospered.
But they go to colonize new worlds. We're not settlers. We're warriors. We want to fight. So we leave. Hire ourselves out. And most of us never go back.
So long, Rex.
Shepard.
Aw, poor Rex. So how do I progress with the mission now? There's a point of interest here, but I'm not sure if I can make it out. It's just the lockers in general. Investigate Pharaohs to see why the colony was attacked. Do I just go back over here to continue onward with our mission? Or do I just leave the Normandy? Are we already there?
Commander, something you need?
How's the Normandy performing? Is she everything they said she'd be?
She's the best ship in the fleet. If you've got a pilot who knows how to handle her. Balance isn't what you'd expect. Takes a while to get used to that oversized drive core we got stuffed in the back, and her power can sneak up on you if you're not careful. The Normandy's probably too much ship for your average Alliance pilot, Commander. Lucky for you, I'm anything but average.
I like to know my crew. Mind if I ask you a few questions?
I can see where this is going. You did a background check on me, didn't you? Well, I'll tell you the same thing I told the captain. You want me as your pilot. I'm not good. I'm not even great. I am the best damn helmsman in the Alliance fleet. Top of my class in flight school, I earned that. All those commendations in my file, I earned every single one. Those weren't given to me as charity for my disease.
What are you talking about? Are you sick?
You mean you didn't know? Oh, crap. Okay, I've got Vrolik syndrome, brittle bone disease. The bones in my legs never develop properly. They're basically hollow, too much force and they'll shatter. Even with crutches and my leg braces, it's hard to get around. One wrong step and crack! It's very dramatic, but I've learned to manage my condition, Commander. Put the Normandy in my hands and I'll make her dance for you. Just don't ask me to get up and dance unless, you know, you like the sound of snapping shin bones.
I need to know more about this Vrolik syndrome if I'm putting my ship in your hands.
Yeah, of course you do. It's an extremely rare condition. Nobody knows exactly what causes it. Genetic, maybe. It's treatable, but there's no cure. They classify my case as moderate to severe. I was born with over a dozen fractures, hip, thighs, ankles. My bones were already breaking in the womb. 100 years ago, I wouldn't have survived past my first year. Lucky for me, modern medical science has turned me into a productive member of society.
You're not gonna break a bone trying to fly the ship, are you?
I don't fly with my feet, Commander, so I'm fine as long as I'm in this chair. I gotta be real careful when I get up to take a piss, though. I can do my job as well as anyone on the ship. Better, actually. So don't worry about it.
I'm not trying to make you uncomfortable. Let's talk about something else.
Whatever you want, Commander.
Why does everyone call you Joker?
It's a lot shorter than saying Alliance Flight Lieutenant Jeff Moreau. Plus, I love to make little children laugh.
You're dodging the question.
Look, I didn't pick the name. One of the instructors in flight school used to bug me about never smiling. She started calling me Joker, and it stuck.
Yeah, I can't seem to wipe that smug look off your face now.
Why didn't you ever smile?
Hey, I worked my ass off in flight school, Commander. The world's not gonna hand you anything if you go around grinning like an idiot. By the end of the year, I was the best pilot in the academy. Even better than the instructors, and everybody knew it. They'd all got their asses kicked by the sickly kid with the creaky little legs. One guess who was smiling at graduation?
I have to go.
Alright, see ya.
Alright. I think that does it for everyone on the ship. Can I just leave for the mission now? Looks like it. Alright, Rex. You're coming with me. Do I add Garrus for some more combat strength or Tolly for more tech? On a mission like this? I think I want Garrus.
Equalizing interior pressure with exterior atmosphere. Logged. The commanding officer is ashore. Exo Presley has the deck.
We didn't go anywhere, though. Fine.
Stand by, shore party. Decontamination in progress. Logged. The commanding officer is aboard. Exo Presley stands relieved.
Where is my next mission? Ah, there. Okay. So I need to make my way over to Pharaoh's. Which means I'm gonna have to stop over at this asteroid. Utopia. An asteroid X-57. So the act of moving this far is going to require an FTL, but if I want to go to Utopia afterwards, I think I can do it in full stealth. Okay. Hoki, Tyr, Terra Nova, Boar. Man, there's a lot of places to go. X-57 is a metallic asteroid originally located at the trailing Lagrange point of the gas giant Boar. With the increased development on Terra Nova, a new orbital port facility was necessary. Due to a shortage of funding, it was decided to mine out X-57, using the recovered resource to finish out the interior for habitation. The asteroid was decelerated from Boar's orbit using fusion torches, allowing it to fall into the orbit of Terra Nova. Recently, communications with the engineering team on X-87 have been lost. The fusion torches have reignited, and the asteroid is accelerating towards Nova. Guess we can do something about that.
Status. Sensors reveal 3 fusion torches propelling asteroid X-57. At its current rate of acceleration, the asteroid will collide with Terra Nova in approximately 4 hours. Analysis. Torches must be disabled to cease the acceleration.
Sounds like a mission that might have required Tali.
I heard your transmission. You hear me?
I'm sure we'll be fine.
I can't talk long. Shut down the fusion torches. I'm going to die. God, I hope you're hearing this.
And right, Rex needs to allocate some points. Don't think I want stasis on him. Barrier gets 30 minor boosts until it hits one of these points. Get him throw. Think I'll get him the ability to use his shotguns. As he is here mostly for combat. 2 points left. Then I just make him tankier. Boost. And I got a jet boost. Something of interest over here, but I can't seem to reach it. Seems to be all of those dealt with. Is there a point of interest over here? Dead soldiers. That looks like a problem. What am I currently outfitted with? My shotgun's got some stuff in it. My pistol's got some stuff in it. Okay. All those look like a problem.
Batarians. Check! Check!
Use... Oh man, I got so many abilities. I should probably check what these do. Alright, so yeah, I can use Marksman to increase my damage and accuracy and purge weapon heat. Adrenaline boost to reset my cooldowns. I can throw. I can use warp. I can use barrier. I should use barrier now. And I've got an ability that heals a dead squad member. Okay.
Release the Baron!
Oh geez, I didn't even see that.
Batarians.
Check! Check! Release the Baron!
Ah! Just took up my whole health bar. Didn't even give me a chance to use barrier. So stay through these cutscenes.
Batarians.
Doesn't look like it.
Check! Check! Release the Baron!
There's Rex. Some marksmen.
All targets down.
Probably should use that earlier. Yeah, everyone's looking okay. First supply of grenades. Take some stuff. Nothing worthwhile in this corner. Cut that one a little close.
I'm reading that the torch is offline. Was that you? Can you hear me?
Who are you? What's going on?
My name's Kate Bowman. I'm an engineer. I was part of the team assigned to bring this asteroid to Terra Nova. We were attacked yesterday by Batarian extremists. I've been hiding since they arrived. think they know the torch went out.
Why are they doing this?
I don't know. But if this asteroid isn't slowed, millions of people on Terra Nova are going to die. If I find out anything, I've gotta go. Good luck.
Back to the truck.
Hey.
Oh God. I didn't mean to... Are you hurt?
You can't go firing your weapon at everything that moves. What the hell's wrong with you?
Sorry. I thought you were one of them.
Here's a tip. 2 eyes, human. 4 eyes, Batarian.
Yeah, okay. I'll remember that.
Leave the fighting to me from now on. Commander Shepard, Systems Alliance.
Simon Atwell. I'm the chief engineer on this rock. Listen, we don't have much time. The Batarians fired up the fusion torches. You've got to shut them down before we hit Terra Nova. There are 4 million people down there, Shepard. My family, they live in Aronis. My kids and grandkids. Nice communities, good schools.
I don't have time to do the math in my head. What happens if we don't stop this rock?
X-57 is 22 kilometers long, twice the size of the asteroid that wiped out the Earth's dinosaurs. It would be like millions of fusion bombs striking at once. Millions. The heat of the blast. 1,000 kilometers away, clothes will ignite. There'll be global wildfires. Air shock will flatten everything for hundreds of kilometers. Terra Nova will die, Shepard. Not just our colony, the planet. There'll be a climate shift, mass extinctions. The ecosystem won't recover for thousands of years.
It's pretty good so far. There's a lot going on here and a lot of choice in like what I can do and where I can go, which is nice.
This doesn't make any sense. Batarians run criminal gangs. Unethical, but profitable. They don't destroy worlds. What does this gain them?
I've heard all the stories. Slave rings ranching people like animals. Pirate bands burning colonies to the ground. But this is... The Citadel conventions forbid asteroid drops. I never thought the Batarians would go this far.
You were on the ground when this happened. How many Batarians have you seen? And where?
They landed at the main facility. It's locked down now. They've changed the passcodes. No idea what's going on inside.
Oh, jeez.
I did see groups head out to each of the torch stations. Couldn't say how many, though. Enough to give you a fight.
Let's drop some frames. What was that about?
Any idea who's behind this? Who's leading them? That might provide a clue.
I heard a couple of them talking. They mentioned a Balak. It sounded like he's the one in charge. They didn't seem convinced this was a good idea, but they were scared of the guy. Scared enough to do what he wanted.
The conventions only apply to council-aligned races. The Batarian government is a rogue state.
The Batarians aren't stupid. If they made a policy of this, the council would declare war on them. My opinion? These guys aren't backed by their government. They've got to be working on their own.
We can worry about who to blame later.
Yeah, I guess you're right. Is there anything else I can tell you?
Batarians everywhere, and I need to shut down all 3 torches. Anything else I should know?
One of the torches is surrounded by live blasting caps. We were set up to excavate when we arrived at Terra Nova. I rigged them with proximity detectors. That tank of yours will set them off, so you'll have to go in on foot. Even then, they'll explode if you get too close. Just go slow and easy. You should be fine.
Should I requisition a cow to walk through ahead of me?
Look, you can disable them, just not remotely. I didn't have the equipment to set it up differently. There are manual controls by the entrance to the torch facility inside the blast zone. You can disarm the caps there. One last thing. I had a crew working off-site when the attack hit. I'm worried about them. These Batarians are ruthless. I saw them smash the faceplates of guys working vacuum. And those Varen, I don't think they always wait for a corpse before feeding.
Any idea where I can find them?
They were running checks on our perimeter equipment. Easiest thing would be to tap into the transmission tower out on the surface. The equipment stations will show up on your sensors.
I'll look for them, but the torches have to be my priority.
Yeah, you're right. Saving Terra Nova is more important than my team. There were a bunch of engineers over at the main facility, but they're probably all dead. That or being held hostage by the Batarians.
A woman named Kate Bowman contacted me. The Batarians haven't found her yet.
Katie's alive. She's one of my best engineers. She signed on with her brother, Aaron, I think his name is. He's part of the security detail. I hope they're okay.
Give me a worst-case scenario. We can't stop the asteroid. Could the colony be
Man, I really
evacuated?
can explore a lot of avenues with each person I talk to, can't I?
It took 30 years for the population to grow that large. I'm sure they're moving people to remote areas, but they'd never be able to get more than a few thousand off-world. We just don't have enough ships. No one does. Well, maybe the Quarians, but I don't see them suddenly showing up and offering us a ride.
Ooh, Chekhov.
Why were you moving this thing in the first place?
Well, the idea was to drag it into Terra Nova's orbit, mine it out, and in the end you'd have a basic structure for an orbital station. It's a lot cheaper than getting everything up into orbit from the planet's surface. The minerals we extract almost cover the costs.
What can you tell me about Kate?
Smart as a whip and bold as they come. I hope she keeps hidden. If they find her... Oh, Katie. Don't do anything stupid.
You'd better find a good place to hide. If the Batarians come back and find you...
Yeah. I think I'll make myself scarce. Good luck, Shepard.
And he'll be impossible for me to find now, which is probably good enough of a hiding place. Don't know what that's about.
Hear me? Getting all kinds of interference. Damn. Sorry. There's a lot of feedback. See if I can fix it. In the meantime, just keep doing...
Yeah, this is a time for one of these. Ah, damn. Alright, you have a good shower, and if I don't see you, then hopefully see you tomorrow. Have a good night.
meantime, just keep doing...
Warning. Ground penetrating radar detects anti-vehicle demolition nearby. Proceed on foot.
Can't see what I'm shooting at here. Trouble finding a way in here. free to run around as I please. Oh, what a pain. Oh man, our shields.
Bring it on!
Are you there? You've got to hurry. You really pissed them off. Their leaders setting charges everywhere. I think
Yeah, I'm getting there.
this whole facility.
Get away from there!
Don't shoot, please! No!
Who's shutting down the torches? I won't ask you again. Find this problem and deal with it. Get her out of here!
Guess that's all that's in here. Oh, except for a med kit. How is my crew looking? Yeah, I could use a top up. Back to the vehicle. All clear. What's over here? Oh, is it just the end of the world? Yeah, and I'll have to go beyond there. Okay.
Heading to position.
Enemy contact.
Guy had a lot of shield on him.
Contact.
Oh. And some grenades. Torch is disabled. Okay, I can just tap to swap to my last weapon.
Hold it right there. This doesn't have to end in bloodshed. Don't come any closer. We can do this the hard way, or we can end this peacefully.
I didn't think you Batarians knew the meaning of the word.
Look, I'm just doing my job here. Hijacking this rock wasn't my idea. I signed on to make a little profit. A quick slave grab, nothing more.
This isn't just a slave grab anymore. Millions of people are gonna die.
Don't you think I know that? I'm just following orders here. If it were up to me, we'd have already left.
Well, it's not too late. You can still leave.
I don't think so. Bollock would skin me alive and sell my hide out of spite. Crazy bastard. This whole mission's gone to hell and I'm gonna pay for it.
So why do you listen to him?
Good question. I had a bad feeling about this from the moment we landed. Now Bollock wants you dead. And what Bollock wants, Bollock gets. I can't change that.
This sounds like an intimidation option, but I've been meaning towards this.
Do you always want to be second in command? Get me out of here and I'll take care of Balak. Then you can start giving the orders.
Huh. An interesting proposal. It certainly has benefits over the current situation. Shut it down. This is Balak's problem now. I hope you're as quick with a gun as you are with your promises. For both our sakes.
Balak will get what's coming to him. And so will you if I ever catch you in human territory again. Are we clear?
Perfectly. Balak's holed up in the main facility. You'll need this to get in. Don't underestimate him. He's a mean bastard. Let's go. We're getting off this rock.
Can I talk to my crew about what just happened? I should put some more points into charm. More dialogue and discounts. Another rank of Unity will heal for 10% more? Meh. I'd rather get abilities. Abilities like stronger shotguns. Oh, and some armor. You've got 8 more points to spend as well. Which I could just sink into your weapons, but I think I want to get immunity. And then I don't know what else from there. 5 points? Feels like he's just getting shredded out there. $75% is pretty good. An extra 10%? Whatever. Oh, and then 5% after that. Oh, that first point of fitness is, or immunity is good, but... Ooh, heavy armor. Advanced shield boost. And... let's get him better assault rifles and then shotguns. All I'd be getting is 2% more tech explosion damage. Meh. I can get access to electronics with him. That leaves me 2 points left for... assault training? Maybe. But I could just get him an extra rank in assault rifles right now. You're using your assault rifle, you're using your assault rifle. I want to go this way. Just not too far out of bounds. else has been dealt with? Yep.
I'm on my way.
Fresh supply of grenades. Beat him up. You want to get that close? Be my guest.
targets down.
Was that everyone? Darn, I just used my second wind ability too, adrenaline boost. Oh wait, there is one more person over here.
Die, human! You humans. You're almost more trouble than you're worth.
Let the hostages go, and maybe you'll live long enough to explain yourself to the council.
I don't answer to the council. Or to you. I'm leaving this asteroid. If you try to stop me, I'll detonate these charges, and your helper and her friends are all going to die.
I can't just let you go, Balak. Not after what happened here.
This is nothing. You humans have done far worse to the Batarians. We've been forced into exile, forced to survive on what we can scrounge up. It's been like that for decades.
Why take it out on these people? They didn't do anything to you or the Batarians.
Didn't do anything. Aside from colonizing a world that could have been ours. Aside from using resources that should have been ours. We were left to defend ourselves. But the humans were stronger than us. We knew that. The council knew that. But it didn't matter. It was you. You and your kind are the only reason we're in this position.
How does killing innocent people make up for that?
We had no other options. Sometimes you need to get someone's attention before they'll listen.
Is that what Elysium was? A way to get our attention? Well, you got it. And when we responded, you ran like cowards. Now you want to start it all over again.
Enough!
I don't like these valid points you're throwing in my face.
Actually, you just don't want to understand, and I'm done wasting my life. Now, if you want your friends to live, I suggest you step aside.
Suppose we could also always find him at a later time. Is it guaranteed the hostages die if I stop him now? Probably.
You can go. But this isn't over. I'll find you eventually.
Maybe. But I made sure you won't follow me today. Those charges are still on a timer. Better hurry if you want to save your friends.
All targets down.
I've got a few minutes. I'm down. Damn it. I should have used adrenaline boost earlier. Demolition charge has been deactivated. Release the scientist from the prison cell in the lower level office.
He left. Is that all right?
Forget it. Can you tell if the asteroid's stable?
You did it. Another hour and our course would have been irreversible. I ran the numbers, Shepard. X-57 would have struck near the capital city, the most densely populated region. But that's not going to happen, thanks to you. Is Katie in here? Is she all right? Is her team?
Balak was holding them hostage. I let him go to save them.
Let a terrorist go or sacrifice innocent lives. I'm glad that's not a choice I had to make. Is that... Will you get in trouble for that? I mean, he could do the same thing somewhere else, couldn't he?
The Alliance has a whole navy full of people like me, waiting to take him down. We'll be watching.
Shepard, thank you for my grandchildren's lives. I don't think I'll stick around, though. Not with the team gone. Too many ghosts. It's time for me to get back and spend some time with my family. Before I go, I'd like to offer you something. Maybe you'll have more use for it than I will. As lead engineer, I get some quality items. Take your pick. You've earned it.
Quarian armor, human medium armor, human heavy, human light. This one requires a high charisma stat, so I guess having an Omni tool.
I know it's a lot to ask, but that Omni tool of yours? I could really use something like that.
Shepard, I think I mentioned that you saved my kids and grandkids. What's an Omni tool compared to that? Take it, with my blessing. I hope you get good use out of it.
One more thing. You asked me to look into your missing engineers?
Have you found them?
Not yet. Can you think of anything that would help me find them?
See if you can tap into our transmission tower out on the surface. Their equipment sheds will show up on your sensors.
Take care of yourself.
Be well, Shepard. We owe you.
Savant. Oh, and more points. Medium armor might serve me well. More assault rifle. And more shotgun damage. You. I need 5 points in order to get assault training. Whereas I can get average objects for you. As for equipment, ooh, that Omni tool is quite good. What sort of pistols can I equip myself with? Nothing stronger than what I currently have. Shotguns, I can get something that's slightly stronger with the same heatsink and same accuracy. So probably. Get you a better assault rifle. You can take the next best one. Because there's no reason for me not to take the third best one. Best shotgun for you. I got a lot of rifles. I can also outfit myself with one of these. Hopefully this is a single shot. Ooh, and I got some armor upgrades. % protection. Upgraded 20% smash damage. Flatten on impact. Weapon force. Another one of those phasic rounds. Cooldown reduction. Well, I definitely want that. Extra damage, but my rate of fire and heat absorption are worse. I think I'll take the combat scanner. I'm currently using extra damage against synthetics. I'd like to increase my rate of fire with this shotgun. But I guess heat absorption's fine for now. Oh, chemical rounds. I wonder why I can't use those. Increase of accuracy. I think that should be fine for now. Hello, hostages.
I can't believe you let Balak go. To save us. I half expected you to just let us die. Sacrifice the few for the many.
I don't plan to let Balak get away with this. I'll find him one day, and he'll pay for this.
You sound like my brother. He was always so stubborn, but always willing to do the right thing, no matter what.
I wish I could have saved him, too.
It's not your fault. You did what you could. At least Aaron died in a place he loved. He was the one who convinced me to join the team here. Said it would be an adventure.
And you let him die.
I don't mean to sound ungrateful, but I should see to Aaron.
I understand. You've been through enough today. I'll get out of your way.
Thank you. I don't even know your name.
Shepard. Commander Shepard.
Thank you, Commander Shepard. You're not exactly what I expected, but thank you.
What can you tell me about the Batarians? What were they hoping to achieve with all this?
I don't even think they knew. When they first arrived, they were talking about getting us back to their ship. Wanted to sell us as slaves. When Balak showed up, everything changed. It was his idea to redirect the asteroid. Said it was the will of the Batarian Rebellion, whatever that is. They followed him quickly enough, but I don't know. I don't think they're all as fanatical as he was.
That was a brave thing you did, Kate. Contacting me on the radio, risking your life.
Stubborn and determined runs in the family. My father was in the Alliance back on Earth. I think he was disappointed none of us kids signed up, but he'd be proud of Aaron. Sorry.
How did the asteroid get all the way over here? Why wasn't someone alerted sooner?
The asteroid was scheduled to arrive in a day or two. Balak just sped it up. This rock is full of valuable minerals, but it was too far from Terra Nova to be profitable, so we attached some fusion rockets to it and
Bring the mine to you.
It was all going smoothly until we'll get everything back to normal soon enough. Almost everything.
You've been through a lot. I'll get out of your way. So long, Kate.
I appreciate that, Commander. Goodbye.
Is that something? No. Not anymore, it's not anyway.
Thank you so much. I thought we were all dead.
Anything else on this station?
Why now? What do the Batarians want?
There's probably not much else here. Should use more grenades, but I think I've forgotten what button they're on.
Say, Shepard, you didn't happen to find any of my engineers, did you?
Not yet. Can you think of anything that would help me find them?
See if you can tap into our transmission tower out on the surface. Their equipment sheds will show up on your sensors.
Take care of yourself.
Be well, Shepard. We owe you.
Go find some scientists. Put the vehicle in an awkward place. Is there no way for me to vault up here? There we go. Alright, now the tower is way back there. Should be coming up on the tower, but I don't see it. Oh, there it is. Data link between the transmission tower and several survey stations has been restored. Oh, wow, way out of the way. Okay. Takes a while to run those repairs. Oh no, Mendel. Victim was badly beaten before being killed with a pistol shot to the back of the head at close range. It's likely he surrendered, only to be executed by his sadistic captors. Survey Station 3, final entry, logged by Engineer G. Mendel. Central transmission tower is on the fritz again. No one ever listens to my warnings about single points of failure. I'm surprised our surface comms work half as well as they do. When Slash shows up to relieve me, I'll go see if I can get the old girl back up and running. Got a new tool for that, at least. This rover's not bad. Bodies severe burns and shows signs of major concussive trauma. Mercifully, the explosion would have killed her instantaneously.
This is Dr. Himes. They found me, damn Batarians. I can hear them out there prowling around, trying to find a way in. It sounds like they're attaching something to the door. If I don't make it, tell my family I love them.
Man, I'm surprised they're able to find your stations at all out here with the comms down. Alright, and the other one is in the opposite corner of the map. I just want to, like, head straight this way. I took a little bit more damage. I'll never recover. Nice. Survey Station 2, final entry logged by Chief Surveyor R. Montoya. Communications are down and there are non-corporate dropships landing near the main facility. There were flashes of light over the horizon. I can't be certain, but I guess it's heavy arms fire. As per emergency protocol, I'm arming the defense drones. I'm not waiting for my pickup. I'm going to investigate. Marksman. Faint footprints in the dust lead off to the east.
Patching you up.
Footprints to the east, eh? I see they didn't get very far. Looks like he died from a single shot through his helmet, likely from a sniper. Whoever killed him didn't even bother to search his body. There's still equipment in his service pack. I should have saved re-equipping stuff until the end of the mission, if I was just going to find more. What the heck was that about? What is going on with my vehicle? There we go. just need to continue heading east from here.
Say, Shepard, you didn't happen to find any of my engineers, did you?
Yes, all of them. Their bodies, anyway.
Oh, I see. Well then, I guess it's better than not knowing.
Take care of yourself.
Be well, Shepard. We owe you.
Loose ends tied. Oh, this is stuff to read. I think I've dealt with everything on X-57 for now. Back to the Normandy.
Yes, Commander?
Carry on, Presley.
Yes, sir.
Alright, I think I'm gonna go talk to my crew members a little bit. And then I'll go call it for the night. Oh, they're further down.
Shepard,
Are your people really dying?
we're sure not getting any stronger. We're too spread out. None of us are interested in staying in our own system.
So long, Rex.
Yeah, doesn't seem like it.
Commander, good to see you.
And Garrus is done talking for now.
Hey, Shepard. You need something?
And Tali doesn't have anything new to add. Alright, well, guess we'll just call it there then. Alright, completed our first mission as, oh god, I can't... I can't remember what my goddamn job is. I'm not a Reaper. I'm trying to kill those. I'm... Spectre. Oh, I guess I can return to the main menu now. Alright, cool. Well, we're slowly but surely making progress through this. I wonder how many planets I can visit, because it kind of looked like there was going to be a lot to do if I can go to, what, like 4 more satellites in this system? Eh. This game may be a bit larger than I thought it was. Well, thank you very much for stopping by. We should be back here again tomorrow for some more Mass Effect. But until then, take care and have yourselves a good night.